Hello, I'm Doug Olenek, online editor for SC Media, and I'm here with two execs from SentinelOne, Tomer Weingarten, CEO, and Jeremiah Grossman, Chief of Security Strategy. I'd like to ask a couple questions today just about what's going to be happening in 2017 and what you guys sort of see going forward. The first question I'd like to run by you has to do with ransomware, which has plagued the industry and everybody for the last year or so. What do you see going forward in 2017?
Yeah, so ransomware is definitely a problem that's, it's here to stay for 2017 as well. We don't see it going anywhere. It's something that we also see shifting from consumer-grade attacks to more of the enterprise-grade attacks. We see complete enterprise takedowns. Some of them have been hospitals, so it's becoming something that's even at times life-threatening. We're seeing larger and larger enterprises getting impacted by ransomware, so it's definitely a worrisome trend. More than that, the delivery method of ransomware, the sophistication of infection is also on the rise. And as more controls are trying to prevent ransomware, we see attackers are actually evolving and trying to come up with new methods to infect systems, to infect customers, and to basically shut down operations in a manner that will interrupt businesses and would eventually cause these businesses to obviously eventually pay the ransom.
And speaking of ransomware and other fees and financial problems that are caused by such attacks, you folks at SentinelOne had a couple of ideas about cyber insurance and warrantying your products. And I was wondering if you could give a little explanation on how you see that industry developing going forward.
So what we've seen is cyber insurance as a concept is growing very fast as a new thing in the market. And given where computer security is, especially ransomware with its possible negative effects like loss of life and holding down hospitals, the stakes are higher than ever. And we don't have the luxury anymore of security vendors not being accountable for the products that they ship and the claims that they make. So what SentinelOne is putting forth is the ability to put a warranty behind their product. When we say our product does X, we will stand behind it, specifically in the cases of ransomware.
And you said that's something you would like to see industry-wide.
I think it's important for the entire industry to do it, not just SentinelOne, because what our industry is suffering is some kind of a credibility crisis, which is why so many are running to cyber insurance as a way to protect the downside. So if security vendors are willing and able to offer warranties, I think customers out there will be more protected, and the effects of ransomware infections and breaches will become much less, which is an outcome we all want.
Very interesting. Next question has to do with critical infrastructure. It's been contemplated out there that a major attack on the United States' critical infrastructure could be looming in the future. Wondering what your thoughts are on that.
It's definitely a big attack surface. I mean, it's definitely something that attackers are looking towards and would like to compromise. I think it's imminent that we'll see some effect on critical infrastructure at some point. Most of these sometimes have, archaic controls, specifically in security, and that's becoming something that a lot of attackers are seeing as a very lucrative target. Obviously, the ramification of such an attack could be pretty dire to the attackers, so that's always serves as a deterrence factor. But as we see attackers are getting more sophisticated, maybe even cyber terrorism, that can be something that could happen, and we all hope it doesn't. That can become a major target and a major disruption in every way, our way of life, basically.
And there's no telling what an attack on the critical infrastructure could do as far as a kinetic response as well.
Exactly. I mean, it's very hard to tell. It's very hard to draw the line. I mean, what do you do? How do you retaliate? Who decides? And that's another big problem with that.
Great. Well, gentlemen, thank you both for being here. Again, I'm Doug Olenek, online editor for SC Media.